Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and today's basically going to be a continuation of yesterday's video. So if you didn't watch the video yesterday, stop right now, turn that video on. It's going to be a rapid fire again in this video. We're going to wrap it up with 5 more stocks that we weren't able to talk about yesterday because the video would have been too long. Now, before we dive into the video, make sure you smash the like button and stay to the end to see how you can participate in a giveaway. All right, so Tesla is the first stock that we got to talk about, up 4% on the day. I've already done a deep dive on this one on the channel, so if you haven't seen that one yet, it's about 2 videos ago. I highly recommend watching that video if you are a Tesla investor, because we dove real deep into it. But just to wrap everything up real quick, I want to be buying under $800 per share, but I'm comfortable buying anything under $1,000 per share. Here you can see my average cost is $1,000 per share, $10 reoccurring. Daily cost averaging, dollar cost averaging is the best thing you can do. The PE ratio is sky high. However, we went over that in the deep dive in the last video. Potential Tesla Cybertruck and van production start dates shown in leaked documents. Okay, so we're going to see a lot more growth. China factory just starting up. Texas factory, Berlin factory, they're all just starting to ramp up production this year in 2022. So big things could definitely come for Tesla in the next 5 years. You really want to be a long-term holder with Tesla, but if you're able to buy under $800, that has some short-term potentials there also. All right, let's talk about Alibaba real quick. We haven't talked about them in a while. They're at $100 per share, down 6% in the last week. Here you can see that pattern forming pretty well on Alibaba for the week. So here we can see a breakout. Looks like it's going to be happening. Here you can draw your angles if you guys haven't done that already on your own chart. If you want to pull up a 1-week graph on Alibaba, you can probably see this on your own charts as well. Now, we could see a breakout happening to around $105. A call option could be good on Alibaba, a small short one. However, loading shares, I want to be doing that under $80 per share. I think we can see Alibaba under $80 per share once again. So if you're able to get in at 80 and sell above 100, that's a good little swing trade. But there is a lot of growth for long term. Also, we see Alibaba at a 5-year low, which is absolutely ridiculous, down 67%. There's a lot of FUD with China-based stocks, obviously, and I think that Alibaba could easily be $150 per share in the next 12 to 24 months, which would give you around a 50% gain from current levels in the next 12 to 24 months. So let's understand the risk with Alibaba. However, they're pretty fundamentally sound for long term. In the next 12 to 24 months, they should at least be straightening out. I don't think they'll be at all-time highs, at like that $300 range, but even if we see them at $150 per share, it'll be well worth it buying at $100 per share. Draftkings, another one that we haven't talked about in a while, at $16 per share, up 2% on the day. Here we can see the weekly chart going up and down, good for option traders, okay? And the month chart, you can see they're at a 1-month support, and they were as high as $20 per share just like 2 weeks ago. Okay, now if we look at the 3-month chart, they're at a 3-month support. A 1-year chart, they're pretty much at all-time lows. $15 per share, I think, is a steal for something like Draftkings, especially if you plan on holding for long-term, 12 to 24 months. However, we could see some potential, some mid to short-term potential with Draftkings in the next 3 to 6 months. We haven't seen Draftkings basically do anything since September of last year. It's basically just been down, down, down for Draftkings, when earlier, just what was it, 6 months ago, they were at $67 per share, which is incredible. So if they can even get to $30 per share, $20 per share, which I definitely think it's possible for around that $20 to $30 per share mark in the next 3 to 6 months. Real quick, if we look at what analysts have DraftKings at, $32 per share in the next 12 months, which would be a 92% upside from current prices if DraftKings hits that $32 price target. Now here you can see some of the analysts are split. Some of the analysts only say $18 per share. Some of them say $60 per share in the next 12 months. But on average, we have a $32 price target in the next 12 months. Okay, so that brings us to Netflix at $350 per share with only 3 million volume, so it's not really a heavily traded stock at all. It was up just last month to $391 per share, 15% higher from current prices. Okay, in the last 3 months, you can see it's following the support of around $330 to $350 per share. So closer to 330, under 350, I think is a great place to buy Netflix for long-term investors. Okay, I think there's a lot of potential in Netflix over the long term. They're going to be getting into the video game space, and I think they're going to become more and more successful and continue to have subscriber growth, net income growth. They keep raising the prices too, which is always a good thing because that leads to more net income basically overnight. Okay, so under $350 per share, selling above $600 per share for about a 75% return on investment. And I also think that Netflix could be one of those stocks to do a split soon, to announce a split. We've already seen Shopify, Amazon, Google, and other ones that I'm forgetting about announce stocks splits. So I think Netflix will eventually announce a stock split once they're closer to $500 per share, $600 per share, or they could even announce it anytime soon as well. And if you look at the last 5 years, you can kind of see that it's been following this trend line, and recently it's dipped underneath that right here. Okay, so we've seen it hit a bunch right here, hit once here, hit once here, and then for a while it set like a new trend line like right here. Okay, so now it's back to this old trend line that is its support, but it looks like now it's the resistance. So I think once they break above that line, they're going to be going closer to this top trend line right here. So that's where I'm buying Netflix, under $350 per share. And if I can get my average cost as low as possible, under $350 per share, I think that's going to be great for the next 1 to 2 years to be selling around $500 per share. Real quick, if we look at what the analysts have to say about Netflix, they have a 45% upside in the next 12 months to around $500 per share, just like I was saying. But between 6 and 12 months, I can see it at $500 per share. So in my opinion, Netflix is a good one to be loading up on at this current moment. Now let's talk about one with a little bit more risk versus reward ratio. Okay, at $12 per share, the stock could 2x, but it could go down before that happens. Up 15% in the last month, down 24% in the last 3 months, and down 44% from the last year. And from all-time highs, they're basically down 51%, and they've actually peaked a lot higher. They peaked around $35 per share. So closer to that support of $10 per share, I think is a sweet spot to buy Palantir. If you bought in at $10 per share and sold at $13 per share, which is the current price value, around a 30% swing trade. So there's short-term potential at $10 per share for Palantir. There's also option trading potential. I might be taking out a call option on Palantir when we see closer to $10 per share. Okay, and even if it just gets to $12, $13 per share, because we leveraged our money with option trading, we could probably make something like 70, 80, 100% gains on a little bit of a stock movement from $10 to $12 or $13 per share. Okay, now there's also long-term potential with Palantir to get around $20 per share. Could take a little bit more time, 6 to 12 months, so you got to be a little bit patient. But buying at that $10 range or even under $10, I think is a great place to have your dollar cost average and your average share price for Palantir. So make sure you smash a big thumbs up on this video if you appreciate the content. If you want to know more about my close friends list and see exactly when I'm buying, how much I'm buying, and everything in between, go ahead and message me here on Instagram. You can also see some of the success that other people, other students have had with the program. Over 500 positive testimonials now. You can go over success number 5, success number 4, and so on. If you want more information about the weekly giveaways I do, make sure you follow me, The Daily Cryptocurrency, on Instagram. My only other Instagram, 84,000 followers, and we do weekly giveaways all the time on The Daily Cryptocurrency. So follow me there if you enjoy cryptocurrency, NFTs, or if you just want to be a part of the giveaways. Thank you guys for all the love and support you guys have been showing the channel. Share this video with somebody that you know. Leave a thumbs up on this video so I know you guys appreciate the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.